Well, what's it gonna be?
5 tips to become a peak natty. Vision filming a YouTube video.
Oh man. Well, what's it gonna be?
5 tips to become a peak natty.
Alright, I'll tell you later.
Bye. Alright guys, so tip is gonna be to sleep max. I personally no strip, mouth tape every night, and then I take sleep supplements, magnesium glycinate, and ashwagandha before bed. Sometimes I'll rip the Echo Z's. Those have a little bit of melatonin in them. They have L-theanine in them. They have GABA to just increase your sleep quality, help you relax before bed. Let's actually go ahead and look at my sleep from last night. So I use a Whoop to track my sleep. Some of my homies have Garmin's. You can use the Apple Watch to track your sleep. Apple Watches aren't the best though. I recommend, a Garmin, another smartwatch, a Whoop, which I have, or an Oura Ring work really well. So last night, 7 hours, 42 minutes of sleep. One of my lower, nights of sleep, but still, even on a lower night of sleep, 7:42, 2 hours of deep sleep, 2 hours of REM, 3 hours, 20 minutes of light sleep. So that shows you, man, even when I'm sleeping under 8 hours, I'm still getting 2 hours of deep sleep, 2 hours of REM. Sleep quality is just as important as sleep length, and sleep regularity is also important as well. You want to go to bed at the same time and wake up at around the same time. That will help your sleep a lot. Sleep equals gains, so make sure you guys are sleep maxing. Hit me up if you guys need links to any sleep supplements. And then I definitely recommend mouth taping and the nose strip. It helps a ton. All right guys, tip 4 is gonna be nutrition. If you think you're gonna have the same workout with carbs and without carbs, you're crazy. Like, you guys have to have a good pre-workout meal, tons of carbs. I recommend, 60 to 100 grams of carbs pre-workout as well as post-workout. If you're not optimizing nutrition, what are you doing? I see all these science-based guys, optimizing their training to the single T, inventing these new exercises just so that they can, get a little bit better stimulus, but then they don't optimize their nutrition. So right now, my pre-workout meal that I'm running is 100 grams of cream of rice, 2 scoops of protein powder, 20 grams of almond butter, honey, and those carbs will give you a crazy pump. It'll put a ton of glycogen in your muscles, and it'll give you the energy you need to train hard and literally go to hell and back in the gym. Like, you guys got to be training hard. If you don't train hard in here, if you're not training to failure, like, just don't bodybuild, bro. Just leave. Like, if you're gonna do sets to mild discomfort, this ain't for you. Just a little Vanquish and sponsorship update for you guys. I am still with Vanquish. I just haven't gotten my packages in like 2 months because apparently there's earthquakes in Turkey or something like that. So I think I'm missing 4 or 5 different packages from Vanquish, but my code is still live. So if you guys want to support me, code Gabe. I really do love their stuff, but yeah, that's a little update on them. That's why I haven't gotten any new clothes recently. All right, guys, tip 3 to become a peak natural is going to be training. You guys need to be training intensely and properly. If you guys think you're just gonna go in the gym, do 5 sets of 10 to 15 to moderate discomfort and grow as a natural, yeah, maybe your beginner gains, but after that, you're not gonna make any progress. If you're not training to failure, not training 1 rep in reserve, you might as well leave. Like, you guys have to go so hard on these top sets. Like, I go so hard, my music drowns out, my heart rate skyrockets. You leave the gym dead, even doing 1 to 2 sets for every exercise. Like, you don't understand. Make sure you're warming up, make sure you get loose, get your heart rate going, work up to those top sets, and on those top sets, you need to go hard. If you guys don't know how to train properly, and you want, a custom programming, full one-on-one coaching, obviously hit me up for that. But, if you're not a bodybuilder and you just want a program where you're training properly, hit me up for that as well. I sell the exact program I run. It's a modified push-pull leg split, 5 days a week. And then I also have another one on the way, which is upper lower times push-pull legs. And these 5-day splits, man, like, people work out with me, be like, man, that's all the sets you do, that's it? Bro, that's all you need when you're training properly. Like, you guys have to cut out the junk volume. You have to constantly progress, and you have to chase numbers on these sets. Otherwise, you're not gonna make any progress. Like, you're not on gear. If you're not on gear, you're not gonna grow from just getting a pump and doing sets of 15. Some free game for you guys. Machines are always going to be better for free weights when it comes to hypertrophy. You want the most stability and you want the safest way to train a failure, any machine. All right guys, we just wrapped up the shoulder focus push day. Just crazy good session. Went pretty hard. Now we're gonna go get some clips, posing in the locker room. Yo guys, as far as filming in the locker room goes, you're not allowed to be out here in the gym with your shirt off. So if you wanna get, posing clips, physique pics, you gotta go in the locker room. Just make sure there's no one in the background. I know, technically there's like signs up that say, to not film or video pictures in the locker room, but like, bro, if it's just you, no one's in there, just wait for everyone to leave. The second tip to become a peak natty is to leverage supplements. When you have your sleep, training, and diet in check, supplements can make a difference. So I'm gonna show you my morning stack. First of all, let's go over the morning stack for gut health. A healthy GI builds muscle, a healthy GI regulates your mood, a healthy GI ensures good health, a good digestive tract, it ensures nutrient uptake, insulin sensitivity. Gut health is so important. So we want to run 3 ounces of aloe vera juice, 1 ounce of apple cider vinegar, 5 grams of L-glutamine, and then electrolyte powder. Chug that fasted in the morning, right? Go do cardio, come back, eat breakfast. So that's the digestive drink, the gut health stack in the morning. And then with meal 1, I take omega-3s, a multivitamin, flex mode. This is like turmeric powder and just optimal nutrients for your joints, for joint health and joint mobility. And then the real key, Fadogia agrestis and Tonkat Ali. So these are natural plant extracts that have been shown in studies to upregulate your testosterone like 100 to 150 nanograms per deciliter. So you can get your natural testosterone slightly boosted by these. These are what are like in typically those test boosters that you see. These do work. I do feel more energy on them, and it is a natural way to slightly boost your test. All right, so normally I would always run Fadogia agrestis and Tonkat Ali. They're both in these pills together. Also, you do want to cycle them on and off, so I run them for like 8 weeks and then take a week off. But recently I've been running Sigma by Gorilla Mind, which has Fadogia agrestis and Tonkat Ali, plus a couple other things. It has vitamin D3, magnesium, zinc, ashwagandha, and boron as well. So supplements can make a difference when you're already doing everything right. That's pretty much all my morning subs. I also do take L-carnitine pre-fasted cardio. Thermogenics can definitely help when you're ripping fasted cardio. At night, so I was running the EchoVision Z's pills for a while at night, getting really good sleep, and then I ran out. I just haven't got any soon. I just ordered some more today, but in the meantime I've been running like a zinc magnesium blend. Magnesium before bed is key. And then I can't wait to run Echo Z's again. Pretty much electrolytes. Oh, creatine. If you're over 200 pounds, man, take 10 grams of creatine a day. So run intra workout. My intra workout that I've been using is G1M Sport by BPN. When you're sipping on some carbs, intra workout, keep your blood sugar steady, help you manage fatigue when you're pushing hard, and be able to keep your energy. Talk about optimizing nutrition. Pre-workout meal, 100 grams cream of rice, 100 grams blueberry, 20 grams almond butter, and a scoop and a half, 40 grams of whey. I make whey drip. It's where you put the protein powder in a bowl, add a little bit of water to make it like, a sauce. So it's like chocolate sauce on top of the cream of rice, super good. And then I did fasted cardio this morning, so throwing the eggs in with this meal. So 3 eggs in the cream of rice. Number 1 tip to be a peak natural, you have to have a why. If if you're just doing this because you want to look good, you want to bodybuild to get shredded, get attention, post about it on social media, you're not going to succeed. To make yourself suffer to get to that low body fat, you have to really know your why, or you won't be successful. I'll let you guys figure out your own why, but my why, man, I just love the way bodybuilding makes me feel. I love the way lifting makes me feel. The stronger and stronger my physical discipline gets, my mental discipline gets stronger, and my spiritual discipline gets stronger. Prep only brings me closer to God, man. It only makes me more confident. It makes me able to, just succeed in all aspects of life more. Like, truly love the feeling of being locked in, and that post-workout feeling when you gave it everything you had. You took every single set to failure. You just left it all in the gym, and you just have that post-workout high, that post-workout pump. And I just chased that feeling every training session, that feeling of progression, waking up every day and progressing every single day because you controlled every variable in your diet. The food will always be there. Going out will always be there. There's always going to be another party. I'm prepping through my 21st birthday. There's always going to be another birthday I have next year. The food's always going to be there. I can always have a birthday cake and a fun night out to eat the next year, man, for my birthday. But the time is now to chase your goals. If you don't spend every day working towards your goals now, they're never going to happen. Time flies away like the wind. The thing about bodybuilding and the discipline it builds is when you show up for yourself sticking to a diet, you can show up to yourself for anything. You can create your own reality because your body knows that when you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. And that translates to all aspects of life. You gotta love the suffering. You gotta love the cardio. You think it's fun to go hop on the Stairmaster for 45 minutes when you haven't eaten, you're hungry, to come home to 3 eggs? You think that's fun? You gotta love the suffering. You gotta love it. Doing hard things makes you into the person you want to be. You have to do these hard things in order to reach your true potential. How can you live life knowing a better version of you is out there? That's what bodybuilding is. It teaches you to progress and constantly get better and self-improve to the best version of yourself. Why would you want to be a worse version of yourself when you know something better is out there? Why would you not want to reach your full potential? Why would you not want to reach your goals? Why are you content being average? Not everyone has to be a bodybuilder, but take care of yourself, lift, eat healthy. You gotta find your why if you want to compete. Especially naturally, man. Once you start getting really lean, your hormones tank. It's not sweet. It is not sweet. You gotta find your why, like I said, and you gotta lock in. If you ain't locked in, you're never gonna be a peak natural, bro.